Hello, this is a special edition of the Stuart Doll Show coming to you live from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada on WrestleMania Sunday, aka the Showcase of the Immortals. And it looks like by the looks of things, I'm not gonna spoil the whole thing for you people who are on YouTube and that, but it looks like for WrestleMania this year, it's gonna be a really awesome action-packed WrestleMania, and it already has been. We've had there's been one championship defended already, but I'm not gonna say it just because I don't want to spoil it for certain people and that. You know what I mean? But anywho, yeah, the WrestleMania kickoff panel looks awesome. You got JBL, aka John Bradshaw Layfield, and you got Sam Roberts and uh, Paige, who is a former WWE Divas champion. For you people that may not know. What else? Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a really action packed pay per view uh, this year for WrestleMania from MetLife Stadium. But what's actually really good is for you WWE fans or wrestling nuts that are on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and that. It um, like the looks like it's gonna be you know an even more awesome WrestleMania than last year. I'm not saying last year's WrestleMania wasn't good. It was good, but it was good. And for the kickoff panel, you got Jonathan Coachman, and then there's Sam Roberts, and there's Paige, and then there's two WWE Hall of Famers. Well, one WWE Hall of Famer right now, Jerry the King Lawler, and then you also have John Shaw Layfield, who back in the night in the Attitude Era days, as you would call it, was a part of part of one of the many teams that through that era, the APA, and yeah, it's just really shaping up to be a really awesome WrestleMania this year. But then also for the Jets' first round playoff schedule with the St. Louis Blues gets underway on this Wednesday here, and then there's a day off in between. Then they play again Friday. Then there's a day off, and I think and then games 3 and 4 for sure are in St. Louis, and if it's necessary, then it'll come back to Winnipeg for 5 and 6. And I think and I'm saying if necessary, I believe it'll either go back to St. Louis for I guess you could say the rubber match. I guess you could say in this first round series, but all I have to say is the Winnipeg Jets, really throughout this first round series, really need to minimize the stupid, unnecessary penalties that will really come back and bite them in the arse if you catch what I'm saying. I mean, like the minor ones, like hooking and holding and all those minor penalties, even the major penalties if necessary. And the one thing the Winnipeg Jets got to really learn not to do is they got to really learn not to do any headshots and that, because as you all you hockey fans that may be on YouTube too may know that you know these days, and doesn't matter if it's in the NHL and even the CFL and even the NFL, all officials that are really cracking down on hits to the head, because you know you don't want any serious injuries and that from players. But unfortunately, sometimes in the sport of hockey and in football and that, unfortunately, there's the potential for serious injuries, and sometimes they can range from like you know MCL injuries. It could be injuries to the hip, the shoulder, the pectoral muscle. Anywhere, even concussions. That's why you know officials and that, doesn't matter if it's like in CFL, the NFL, and the NHL, and even at like the World Men's Hockey Championships and the World Juniors, they gotta really they've really cracked down on hits to the head and that, because like it's really unnecessary and that in those type of sports. Like I understand like they're football and hockey or full on contact sports, but to a certain degree, like you don't like go, say for instance in hockey, like you don't go body check somebody and then lead in with your shoulder to their head or something, because that's going to get you, not only get you a game misconduct, or even a double game misconduct, which means you'll be thrown out of the game, and possibly you could face a really hefty suspension and or fined. So yeah. Oh, what else? Not, not really. Whole lot is going on in hockey right now till the NHL playoffs get underway this week, and that'll go on till at least June. But it'll be good. And that what else? Other than that, I really don't have that much else to say. Then other than that, for you people that are on YouTube, this has been an edition, special edition of the Stuart Dahl show on WrestleMania Sunday. And for you young people, stay in school, stay out of trouble, and just stay cool, my friends.